Into the newsroom tonight, another lawsuit has been filed against Ohio State in the Dr. Richard Strauss sex abuse scandal. 37 former student athletes filed suit in federal court today, claiming the university ignored or dismissed complaints about alleged misconduct by Strauss.
Also today, a new state working group looking into how the medical board handled the investigation of Dr. Strauss had its first meeting today. The state medical board investigated Strauss back in 1996. But no charges were filed and no one disciplined. And as NBC4 reporter Ted Hart explains, that new working group wants to know why, and a lot of other victims and their families do too.
Yeah, you know, when Ohio State released its investigative report a couple of weeks ago, there were some big answers about how many students were abused and about employees failing to do anything. But there were also some glaring holes, notably what the state medical board knew, when they knew it, and what they did or did not do. Led by State Public Safety Director Tom Stickrath, the group started to lay the foundation for their work, assessing the 1996 State Medical Board's handling of its investigation of former Ohio State physician Dr. Richard Strauss.
We're going to look backwards at what should have happened even under existing law or just good practice, you know, back in that day. But again, importantly is what should we do now? And what are those best practices now?
The working group was formed at the direction of Governor Mike DeWine, who says the public has a right to know exactly what went on with the medical board. DeWine's executive order was in response to the release of Ohio State's investigation, which found that Strauss had sexually abused at least 177 students in the 1970s, 80s, and 90s, and that dozens of university employees were aware of concerns about Strauss but failed to properly report them. Allegations against Strauss were reported to the State Medical Board in 1996, but information about the board's investigation was redacted from the university's report, citing rules regarding confidentiality. The new working group expects to have access to all records.
We've already had access to certain documents that have not been released previously, and so I hope for that full kind of support and disclosure of those documents.
Stickrath says the hope is that by looking closely at what happened, the working group can find a proper balance of confidentiality and transparency.
I think that's really what our target is what are the best practices, what should happen today in 2019 and moving forward.
And the working group was given an August 1st deadline to report back to the governor. Local for you, Ted Hart, NBC4.